If I'd have learned how to box, I would have done uppercuts and hooks, and I would have nailed it. And that was the birth of Jeet Kune Do.
Jeet Kune Do, or the way of the intercepting fist, was Bruce Lee's personal expression of fighting, which combined his physical abilities, personal philosophy, and the direct application of simplicity and economy of motion.
And he had the ability to develop a system, a fighting system that uniquely of his own. He dared to challenge the old system, and he think that the traditional and classical way of training martial art is not the way to go. By so doing, he more or less modernized today's martial art by using modern scientific approach and through constant research, and to develop a system, a fighting system that he called Jeet Kune Do.
The name Jeet Kune Do was taken from the Jeet Kune form that Bruce learned from a Boy Scout master at the Chinese Baptist Church. Bruce conveniently added the word Do, which is a Japanese word, and coined that as a term for his approach to martial arts.
Instead of making believe you're hitting an opponent with a punch or a strike or a kick, he would hold targets up there, like professional boxers do in Western boxing, and make you fire the kicks and the punches against those targets. So he got us more into target practice as opposed to make-believing. He would divorce himself from practicing the prearranged katas and say, let's spend more time sparring. Let's do the actual engagement of contact. There was a lot of emphasis in the styles on the key to success is to be able to execute the proper technique with extreme speed, power, and deceptiveness. Bruce would take it a step further. It's not only your ability to execute the technique, but also what do you do when you receive the technique. He believed a lot in toughening the body, conditioning the body, being able to endure the punishment of someone attacking you. And so physical conditioning was very, very much a part of his persona, so to speak.
2 words he gave me, and I didn't really understand it until later on. He says, be alive and alert, double A. And now I understand what he means. Being alive is always on your toes. You know, whatever you do, boom, you're an inch short of getting me. And being alert, boom, right in.
If you throw a punch, you throw a kick, in my personal opinion, the purpose of that technique is to do damage. Well, Bruce Lee had the same philosophy, so he hooked up like that. So let's see, I met Bruce in 67, we started working together later that year, 67, 68, and then somewhere in 69, when I started working with Bruce, I won like 11 consecutive grand championship titles without losing. I became invincible all of a sudden. Well, Bruce hit me just as my career was peaking anyway, so we kind of complemented each other would be the correct word. Bruce and I were always watching idols of his, such as the boxers, Muhammad Ali, Jack Dempsey, Willie Pep, Stanley Sadler. And what we were watching on film were full contact action, stuff that was working for real fighting, real combat.
He showed me a wrestling book he bought that was printed in 18-something, and the guy put his foot on his opponent's toe, hit him, and then took him down. And he said, "Hey, look! This is really fighting, stepping on a guy's toe and hitting him, and grappling with him."
In 1971, Bruce Lee went to Hong Kong to pursue his film ambitions. Finding instant stardom there, he focused his attention on the art of filmmaking, although he seemed to apply the personal concepts that made him such an exceptional martial artist to his movie career, and with good result. His unexpected death in 1973 put both the martial arts and its movie industry in a state of shock. Nobody has or is expected to replace Bruce Lee in either community. Ultimately, the legacy he left behind is one of inspiration and motivation, by the fact that here was living proof that someone can rise up and exceed the limitations we put on ourselves. And it is safe to say that as long as martial arts exist, so will Bruce Lee.